Good evening. Welcome to the Buck Stops here. I'm Vishnu Shom. Our big focus, a Congress leader proposes, Sonia Gandhi disposes. It's now clear that Rahul Gandhi will not be named as the Congress party's prime ministerial candidate despite a clamour from party leaders attending a crucial Congress working committee meeting in Delhi. This after Sonia Gandhi vetoed a proposal and said that Rahul will lead the campaign but will not be named PM contender. Sonia Gandhi's decision has now been accepted by the party. Also coming up on the program is the Aam Aadmi Party in a meltdown situation. Weeks after the party came to power in Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party's unconventional style is landing it in controversy after controversy, from open dissidence in the party to a controversial crackdown by the Aam Aadmi law minister apparently against prostitutes and drug peddlers in his mohalla. But first, our top story. Rahul Gandhi will not be the Congress's prime ministerial candidate ahead of the elections after Sonia Gandhi rejected a proposal from a member of the Congress working committee at a big meeting of the party in Delhi today.
ये इस तरह से अलग नाम की कोई घोषणा नहीं थी जो की गई हो। बहरहाल सारी चर्चा के बाद एक आम सहमति बनी कि कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष ने यह भी घोषित किया कि जो अगला चुनाव अभियान है वो राहुल गांधी के ही नेतृत्व में होगा। तो एक तरह से भविष्य का नेतृत्व उनके पास है, उसमें सरकार की बात की तो चर्चा की आवश्यकता है नहीं।
And there have been reactions also coming in from the BJP. Here's what Arun Jaitley had to say.
It seems has decided there will be no prime ministerial candidate, and instead Rahul will just lead the Congress.
I think it's a recognition of reality. Since they know they are not forming a government, why the need for announcing one? I think any party, when it takes a decision of this kind, weighs the political realities. I'm sure if at all they take this decision, it will be after a realization of what's real.
Let's go straight across to NDTV's Sunil Prabhu, who's been tracking that crucial meet of the Congress party. Sunil, we are now told that Rahul Gandhi has apparently said no to working president. Is that also the case? Sunil, can you hear me? All right, we'll just come back to Sunil in a few moments from now, but I'm also joined by Barkha Dutt, who's been analysing all the situations developing in Delhi. We'll also be joined by a panel of guests in a few moments from now. Firstly, the issue of working president. This is a news flash that's sort of emerging in the last little while. What really has changed then for Rahul Gandhi?
I think in my assessment, Vishnu, the Congress has actually made a grave error. One, they have rendered what's going to happen tomorrow to be almost redundant. Right. I mean, who's interested in long speeches by Sonia Gandhi and Manmohan Singh and Rahul Gandhi? Quite frankly, tomorrow was meant to be about Rahul Gandhi's role. Having clarified what that role will be already, it's made tomorrow a big, huge anticlimax. The second is, we have to understand that if Rahul Gandhi is going to lead the poll campaign and he is going into an election that is, by all accounts, an election that the Congress is going to lose, what did Rahul Gandhi have left to lose? If the flak is going to come his way anyway as the head of the campaign, yes, assuming that the Congress loses, why couldn't Rahul Gandhi show a capacity for risk-taking? After all, even in Arvind Kejriwal went up against Sheila Dikshit and everybody told him, hey, you're going to lose. What we're also missing is that a lot of the disillusionment with the Congress is because of a perceived leadership crisis. Manmohan Singh in his second tenure has disappointed as a leader. It is his abdicating leadership in a way that has created an appetite for a Narendra Modi or an Arvind Kejriwal for personality-driven, robust leadership constructs to get into an arena of parliamentary democracy. Rahul Gandhi has completely missed the writing on the wall, and the writing that his new guard, his generation of leaders, people like Jyotiraditya Scindia, people like Milind Deora, people like Sachin Pilot, they were all saying take on the responsibility. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress with this decision has reinforced itself as a status quoist party, as an old and jaded party, and politics of a new age seem to be bypassing. Let's
just go back to Sunil Prabhu. I believe the line with Sunil is through. Sunil, what were the reasons given by Sonia Gandhi to not accept that proposal which was made by a Congress leader?
Well, I think 3 points that Sonia Gandhi significantly made after, of course, that clamour of support from Ramesh Channitala to B.K. Hari Prasad to Gurudas Kamar to Shobha Oza, who's the women's chief. Mrs. Gandhi intervening to say 3 points. First, we have a Prime Minister already present from the Congress party, and we can't name a Prime Minister candidate. Second, there's never been the tradition of the Congress party to ever name a Prime Ministerial candidate. This is basically to counter what my group editor has been saying. This is the real reasoning by the Congress party that traditionally, even during the time of Indira Gandhi, or be it Rajiv Gandhi.
Come on, Sunil. Politics changes and parties have to adapt themselves to changing politics. I mean, for the Congress to invoke history and say we never did this and that's why we're not going to do it now, doesn't it make them sound old and jaded?
Well, Barkat, the point is that the Congress believes that they shouldn't be aping or following something that they haven't done before. And they believe that what has been traditional for them, because after all, no one single party is going to be able to win. Look at the way Mrs. Gandhi won the 2004 elections. Even though she was able to get those numbers, they argue that she was able to get that letter of support from the president. And
right.
Mr. Kalam himself has written in his letters saying that that letter of support was there. The fact of the matter is that she decided against it. So I think
so was this a strategy, a defensive strategy or no strategy at all? Sunil, we'll come back to debate that in a moment. I just want to introduce our panel also joining us at this stage. Sanjay Jha, spokesperson of the Congress with us. Dr. Subramaniam Swamy of the BJP with us in the studio. Ashutosh, member of the Aam Aadmi Party. Thank you all very much for being with us this evening. Kiran Bedi also joins us at this stage. Sir, do you believe, Dr. Swamy, that this is... one would assume that you would see it to be good news for Narendra Modi. Would you say that it is recognition that the Congress party feels that Rahul Gandhi is not a threat enough for Narendra Modi, hence his decision?
Well, certainly, because there was a build-up. And in fact, media was announcing only a couple of days ago that this is certain. And having this build-up and then at the same time this drama about Aam Party, I think essentially it looks like Modi is going to be the unanimous choice. And I think it's a great boost for Narendra Modi's campaign.
I think the question you may want to also raise, Vishnu, especially to the Congress leader Sanjay Jha, is in doing this, has the Congress basically tried to duck a fight, a direct confrontation with Narendra Modi? Because the Congress at the moment has failed to come up with a political idiom. We've heard Rahul Gandhi, even in his speeches, say very little about Narendra Modi. He made one comment to Dainik Bhaskar. Otherwise, Rahul Gandhi has not come out and taken on Narendra Modi directly. He's left it to the Congress ministers. In ducking naming him as prime ministerial candidate, is that part of the plan?
But is that
to not have Mr. Modi target Rahul Gandhi?
Is that the message that the Congress party is sort of sending out right now? We don't want to think about Narendra Modi, whereas in fact they could perhaps have said that, look, let's confront Narendra Modi head on. Here is our leader versus another leader. This entire business of not naming a prime ministerial candidate is old hat. Been there, done that. It's been heard in the past. Why couldn't the Congress party change?
Vishnu, number one, I think it's all known that even the BJP in having Mr. Narendra Modi already declared as their PM candidate. We don't even know if the NDA exists. He's just got two partners at the moment. The fact of the matter is this is part of the political strategy because the issues is not something they want to focus on. I think there has been a serious leadership deficit within the Bharatiya Janata Party. And there's been an attempt to create a personality who's controversial and clearly known to be very polarizing in nature. So that's their
within the BJP
strategy.
If they've got a prime ministerial candidate, it's for the Congress party and others to challenge that. And you aren't challenging that. So who is the face? Because Manmohan Singh has ruled himself out.
Let me answer that, Vishnu. Now, Vishnu, I think the media and a lot of people have been speculating in the past that Mr. Gandhi has been reluctant to take on higher and additional responsibilities. But as you heard from him in the interview itself, he said he was ready to take on any responsibility, any assignment given to him by the party. I think the important message of that should not be missed, which is that Mr. Gandhi personally himself is ready for any particular assignment given to him, including that possibly of the Prime Minister itself.
Okay.
The second point is that today the highest body of the Congress endorsed Mr. Gandhi. Now, I think you got to link these factors together. There's a third element that Mr. Gandhi is himself going to spearhead the campaign, which means, and I will take you back to the Uttar Pradesh election that a lot of people keep reminding me every time there's a discussion on Mr. Gandhi, and I'll take it head on. Mr. Gandhi was one amongst many leaders who took that campaign and fought it for the Congress party. We did not fare well, but he was the first man who came out and said, I take the full responsibility for it. So you're dealing also with a different political personality here.
But he's not taking any responsibility over here. At least his party isn't allowing him. I want to go across to Ashutosh for a moment to try and get a reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party, who are going to be a major player going forward. When it comes to a particular face, the Aam Aadmi Party is of course associated almost entirely with that of Arvind Kejriwal. But going forward at the national level, aren't you perhaps in the same boat as the Congress party finds itself now? That, you know, there is no Rahul Gandhi, no one knows who the prime ministerial candidate is. Manmohan Singh says that he's not going to be the next prime minister. Who's your leader? Who are you projecting?
See, Vishnu, so we are very clear about it that we have Arvind Kejriwal as a leader in our team, and he is the person, and the party under his leadership is redefining Indian politics, and that's why globally now everybody is looking at AAP, that how AAP is doing and what kind of impact it is making on other political parties. If you see our graph in that sense, in the last since the counting began at 8th December. It has been an AAP which has been setting agenda for the entire nation. And if you see in the Rahul Gandhi's own borough, Amethi, we have already seized the initiative and already started our campaign over there. So it's not a question of who is leading our campaign. There is a clarity on that. The party has to take a decision on this issue formally. And Arvind Kejriwal, for that matter, the recent opinion.
Will there be a decision? Are you on this program, Ashutosh, saying that the Aam Aadmi Party in the next few months is going to name a prime ministerial candidate?
There is no doubt about it, and we will decide. The party will take a decision on this.
When will you take a decision on this? Because this is a crucial statement that you are making.
Wait for that.
So Ashutosh,
no, I'm making a crucial statement, not fully well.
Ashutosh Barkha here. Can I ask you to clarify that? Ashutosh Barkha here. I want to ask you to clarify that when Arvind Kejriwal said that he will not contest the Lok Sabha elections and he was not the prime ministerial candidate, the party will ask him to reconsider that position.
See, Barkha, the question is very simple. Arvind Kejriwal's personal opinion is important for us, but Arvind Kejriwal also understands the discipline of the party, and he has to succumb if at all party takes a decision on this issue, and party
so he will
take
succumb.
A
That's the word that you use.
Denying the fact.
So if the party says he has to be the prime ministerial face, he will be that, right?
Of course, if party decides, then where is the question?
Okay,
if party decides so, party till now has not decided on this issue.
Would you accept, therefore, Ashutosh, that for people outside Delhi, the reason to vote for the Aam Aadmi Party in the general elections is that they will vote for a face, and that face has to be that of Kejriwal. Therefore, you are obliged to name Kejriwal as the prime ministerial candidate.
See, it's not being mobilized. It's a question of strategy, and the party has been very clear in its strategy, and it has been redefining Indian politics. If you see the way we have campaigned, the way we have gone from door to door, the way we have started campaigning in Amethi, the way we have started campaigning in other part of the world, and that's a question. Okay. Arvind Kejriwal is undoubtedly the most popular face of the party.
So Ashutosh, bottom line,
he is our leader in that sense.
Ashutosh, you were in my seat on a different channel a few days ago. So bottom line is you're telling me nothing. Yeah. But I mean,
I think he is telling you something.
No, he is telling me nothing. But he is telling me that they will make an announcement, Barkha. You know, but right now he is talking about Aam Aadmi Party and grand strategy and things like that. That answer didn't have anything.
He is telling you that Mr. Kejriwal's position is not to be taken as final. I think that's the bottom line.
Okay, so we are waiting for that announcement, Ashutosh. We are waiting. Kiran Bedi, let me come to you. You have tweeted in the past and you have said that Narendra Modi is a leader who you believe has the skills to lead this country. Do you believe that today's decision by the Congress party is a recognition of that they perhaps don't have a leader who can match that skill?
Yes, I do feel that they have blinked first already. They have avoided a direct confrontation. If they don't make it, well, he was never a prime ministerial candidate. And the chances of making it are very low. So why have a loser? So they've avoided a match while playing the game.
So do you believe?
So therefore, when you don't play a match, you neither lose nor win.
Okay.
So I think they've chosen to play safe.
They've chosen to play safe.
So there is no direct confrontation, no direct debate, no direct challenge.
So do you feel that it's going to be Kejriwal or Aam Aadmi Party versus Narendra Modi? It's these in terms of the leadership.
Can I just come in there, Vishnu, before you put that to Kiran Bedi? I actually think that whether Rahul Gandhi is named a prime ministerial candidate or not, this is a triangular contest of personalities. Rahul Gandhi is the de facto leader of the Congress campaign. Now, the Congress has opted to show a lack of gumption, a lack of guts in making that de facto de jure. That doesn't mean in the perception of people, it is not Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi versus Arvind Kejriwal possibly.
You know, there was a...
But it does mean that you are demoralizing the workers who have got a build-up that he's going to be projected.
That's an important point.
Perhaps one of the most demoralizing statements is one where Sonia Gandhi is quoted, has apparently said at the meeting, how can we nominate a Prime Minister when we already have one? Now, the issue was never of nominating a Prime Minister, it was of a Prime Ministerial candidate, the assumption being if Rahul won, he would become Prime Minister. But this is, again, harking back at the past, not at the future at all.
And also, Sanjay Jha, you can bring in here, 2009, you did go into the elections with a declared Prime Ministerial candidate. There was that famous press conference when Sonia Gandhi pointed to Manmohan Singh sitting and pointed to that manifesto, I still remember it, and said, this is going to be our Prime Ministerial candidate. So, Sanjay, why has the Congress opted to hide behind the technicality or called leader of the campaign? Because if you win by some fluke, which nobody thinks you're going to, including your own party, but if you win, who will be the Prime Minister? Won't it be Rahul Gandhi? So what do you mean by saying you don't have a Prime Ministerial candidate?
Well, Barkha, I think the Congress party, if, one heard Mr. Dwivedi speak, after the meeting was over, was the fact that, end of day, there is a certain protocol and practice that a party has. I mean, a lot of people, including you, might feel that it's about time that, one needs to evolve and adapt and change and maybe change strategy. But there's a flip side to which I think you gave your own argument. End of day, I think Mr. Gandhi, rank and file, including senior leaders of the party, he is really somebody whom everybody expects to not just lead the campaign going forward, but including play a very pivotal role in the structure of the government that follows. And we are very confident that we'll do well and you will have a UPA 3. But the point that a lot of people have begun to make, I read Mr. Jaitley's rather sardonic observation, and I'll tell you why it's misplaced. Because, they keep talking about Modi, but the truth is, barring a handful of states, which even now changes with AAP party becoming a third player, there is hardly any direct confrontation between the BJP and the Congress, barring, the core central belt of India. So for anyone to believe that this is a Modi versus, Rahul Gandhi campaign, I think it's a stretch. The truth of the matter is that there is going to be a critical role of the the programs and policies of the parties, the kind of alliance partners you have, and then finally,
you
in terms of
you
the way
make one
the
important point that you believe
across.
that it's incorrect to see this battle as one between Rahul and Modi. How do you react?
Yes, absolutely. What he is saying is that Modi is the common factor. It's Modi versus Mayawati, Modi versus Nitish, or Modi versus Jayalalitha. It is Modi is the common factor, and that means Modi automatically emerges as.
But what do you do about the states, Dr. Swami, where the BJP does not have a presence? There are many such states.
Well, let me tell you that in 1977 too, there were vast areas of India, in fact much more than today, where the Janata Party didn't exist. But then the North India compensated for it. Now, if there is a mood today that there should be an absolute majority for a party to rule, I am sure that many of these states would return BJP candidates in large measure. And we think that, for example, in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, we will have a big substantial opening this time.
Sanjay, let me ask you this. The old guard versus new guard argument. Barkha was talking about this earlier on. You've got new leaders, people like Jyotiraditya Scindia, people like Sachin Pilot, who have consistently insisted that, look, it has to be Rahul Gandhi. There is no option. He is the way. But there are reports that there are others like Digvijay Singh and others who have advised Sonia Gandhi saying that, look, no. This is not the way forward, let's not do anything. So is there a divide in the leadership structure of the party between young leaders and a certain ideology and a belief, and the old guard which thinks completely along different lines?
Vishnu, let me just tell you something upfront, thanks to your question really. If you look at the Congress party and just compare the Congress and not the UPA, the Congress and the BJP very directly, you will find that, it is in our, frankly, strategically, it's good to look at the team that we have. You mentioned a few names like, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Sachin Pilot, Milind Devra. I can add many more names to that list. It's formidable. You got Dipender Hooda, you got Manish Tiwari, Ajay Makan. It's a very solid team. And of course, you got experienced leaders like Jairam Ramesh, Mr. Chidambaram, and you have Anand Sharma, etc. So if you compare that, if you look at the real performance of a government tomorrow, post 2014 elections, is going to be based not just on who's the Prime Minister, but what's the team that's going to be formed. And I think that is one of the biggest strengths that as a party we need to leverage going forward, which we will. So I think, you know, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is clearly the front runner leader in the party, very popular. I think he's liked and loved by all. I can tell you that I know how much of a ground level support there is, and I'm looking forward to being at the AICC meeting tomorrow myself. But the truth of the matter is that I think we are a very, very solid party. I think Mr. Gandhi hinted at that when he mentioned in his interview to Dainik Bhaskar, and it was not about a dig at Mr. Modi at all. When he said it's not about individuals, you've got to be looking at a more composite team, because a country's problems are a lot more complex.